Dumelang, Sanbonani, Lochani. Greetings. My name is Buyani Zwane. I am a faculty member at the Gordon Institute of Business Science. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to engage with you on a significant subject of strategy. And I know you got into this program with specific expectations and requirements. And first and foremost, congratulations for having taken it this far. In this block, we'll have a conversation on strategy and its implementation. We gather together today and we'll do the same thing next week, same time. So, as we get going, I'd like for you to be able to come along with me on this journey, knowing there is bound to be some changes in your life. Reading through the material provided for us in preparation for this engagement, I came to understand that amongst the things that you're after is to gain access to finance. You would like to have access to markets, build your business acumen while developing on ideas and opportunities that come your way. This will form the introduction and context of the work you do. In my time with you, I'd like for you to also consider Business 1.0, which is developing your strategy, and then Business 2.0, which is executing your strategy. We will wrap the conversation when we get together next week on how you get to sustain your enterprise as part of effective implementation of strategy. Obviously, whatever you do, you need to be able to review and plan ahead each time. My engagement with you has got three specific ends in mind. One is to be able to enable you to perform at the top of your class. Second is to be able to equip you and grow you as leaders of your own businesses. Thirdly, it is to make excellence the standard you will live by and make things happen by. And if you repeat those, I can assure you that your business is definitely going to be a trailblazer. We have come to understand that in the last 12 months, majority of you have been in the process of developing new products or services, while others have been improving existing products and services. It's also been brought to our attention that you have put in new business systems and processes to streamline your business, while at the same time you've gone into hiring employees and you're growing your businesses in that fashion. And we've come to appreciate that there are some among you who have gone on to buy your own business property, while others have been working on reducing expenses so as to become all the more financially savvy and protect the revenue you've already generated and stretch the rand to go much further. I thought it may be a good idea for us to spend just a minute on what it means to be an entrepreneur. A working definition of an entrepreneur is somebody who risks their money for freedom rather than exchanging your freedom for money. And I have a sense that you are that kind of person. And as you look at the cloud on entrepreneurship, there are a couple of things that will most certainly be coming your way, and you start thinking, which are going to be the most critical for me? Well, let's go through it together. You have already gotten some capital. Total has made it possible for you to be able to have that. Funding is a very critical element in terms of the things you do. But also it becomes important to look into ways in which you can explore opportunities and grow your business right there and there. And I want you to be able to look into this as an opportunity really to spread your thinking, broaden your thinking about being an entrepreneur and seek to be able to grow your business from small to medium. Of course, you're dreaming to become a big business one day. Got about 8 ideas that I'd like for you to entertain as an entrepreneur. We live in a golden age with abundant opportunities. Right now, in a space where technology is working for us, we're able to venture into industries that previously were hidden from us. But I want you to understand that growth is going to come through when you become part of the 5% that does not forfeit success for conformity. 95% of entrepreneurs tend to go for conforming with what is already in the marketplace. Your distinguishing yourself is what will make you stand out. What we know fully well is that entrepreneurs go further when they create value instead of just competing with one another. You succeed when you set goals and go after those goals. You become what you think about the most. Sixth, I'd like for you to consider that when you believe that you will succeed, you will succeed. If you believe otherwise, failure is going to be your friend. Be willing, obviously, to pay the price for success. And finally, I think it's important for us to be able to look into the point that if you work on your ideas, well, you will go places. If you don't work on the ideas, they become worthless and you become discouraged for even having thought of pursuing a idea that may have been dropped into your mind and you calculated 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And go did not happen. A good 24 years ago, Jack Welch was CEO and chairman of General Electric, and he said something fundamental that I'd like for you to take with you as you take your process forward. When the rate of change outside exceeds the rate of change inside your organization, you will be invited to lunch, and you will lunch because your end has already arrived. It is this that I would like for you to consider. What are the changes that are taking place around you, in your industry, in your sector, among your peers and others who are doing work that you would want to be excelling in? Einstein put it this way: the significant problems we face today cannot be solved at the same level of thinking we were at when we created them. What this then means is that you and I have got to be taking some time to look into what is informing our thinking right this moment. And are we confronting the problems that are coming our way in the same way we were thinking pre-pandemic? Are we addressing them in a manner that indicates that we have grown and we are going forward? I had the fortune of working with a thought leader by the name of Stephen R. Covey. And he said something fundamental that I'd like for you to build into your business right now. If you want to make a small change, work on your behavior. But if you want to make a quantum leap change, you got to work on your paradigms. What is the thought process that guides what you do? What is it that leads you every day? That's your paradigm. The lens through which you see the world is absolutely vital. Can you revisit? Expanding on the thought of the paradigm, I'd like for you also to contemplate this key aspect that how you see the world determines what you do. When you see opportunities out there, you do things that grab those opportunities. And what you do determines the results you will get. Therefore, revisit your paradigms, revisit your actions up until now, and then be deliberate in getting to the point of reviewing even the results you've gotten up until now. Media mogul and entrepreneur, well known globally, Oprah Winfrey, states this, which I believe may very well be the input you need to take yourself forward. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his or her future by merely changing his or her attitude. May you find the right attitude to take you forward in this business. Significantly, as we reflected on how you see the world determines what you do, and what you do determines the results you get, how you focus your energy will build the new you, or you will remain the same as you've been. I'd like to suggest that this time around, your focus needs to be on how your reality can be changed, because your focus determines the reality you will experience. At the turn of the century, Jim Collins authored a book, Good to Great, and he specifically made mention of this, that good is the enemy of great. We may set up our businesses for good when in fact it is necessary for us to be deliberate about turning our businesses into great businesses. I trust that you're working towards that goal yourself. In the space of business, we get to be provided opportunities that often are available and same to everybody. The terrain may even be the same. But what pieces we put into that terrain is what distinguishes us from the next business. If you choose to play checkers, you will know that you're moving the pieces on the board pretty much the same way. There is nothing that distinguishes the one piece from the other, except for the color. On the other hand, when you're playing chess, you know for a fact the board is the same as that of checkers. However, the pieces carry different power and have got different meaning. It is therefore for you necessary to be deliberate about how you're going to be moving strategically to take yourself into the future. We will have a conversation specifically on what we mean by strategy and the process thereof. As an entrepreneur who is bound to be very strategic, I want to believe that you want to be a winner. To win each day, you need to be looking at what is the script that has been guiding and governing your movements up until now. If you go by the script of others, in all likelihood, you will get what they have been getting. And by the time you get there, things may have shifted. If you want to change your life, you've got to start changing your signature story. There may very well be provision that has come through in terms of funding, and you're looking at it and you say it's insufficient. Rethink, because there is much more you can do to stretch your end so you can get the results that no one was expecting you to get. Consider this. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. You've got to win today. Today is the beginning point of the successes of tomorrow. Yesterday laid the foundation for today. And as you go into the future, create that mystery that will make others wonder what magic wand you had to be the success you are now. May I suggest an ABC that you can work with? First, you gotta have some particular aspirations. You got involved in business. You're among the top 5 that are in this program. Your aspiration sets you apart from others. It's the thing that wakes you up in the morning and keeps you going. Your beliefs are what's going to keep you together. When you believe you can succeed, success comes. When you believe you're about to fail, guess what? Failure will be courted and come your way. Choices we make are what distinguish us from those who are victims of circumstances. I believe now is the time for you to reimagine the future the way you would like it to be, so a script is written concerning you. A few decades ago, futurist Joel Baker stated, a question that I believe is important even for you as you think about how you can distinguish yourself. What do you believe is impossible to do in your field, but if you could have it done, it would fundamentally change your business and it would fundamentally change the industry. That's where the aspiration will come from, where you will distinguish yourself by tackling that which others have been avoiding. And your presence in it sets a new category altogether in industry. A good 25 years ago, Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, said we're going to make computers that are easy to use. Consider that as an aspiration. Consider that as an objective for running a business. Make it easy for people to use your product. Make it easy for people to access your services. That may be the thing that sets you apart. Business leader, entrepreneur, millionaire, philanthropist, Jim Rohn said something fundamental that I believe is really important for you to look at. If you want to continue to work on your job, you'll make a living. But if you work on yourself, you can make a fortune. Therefore, you've got to learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job, even though it is your own business. It is also important for you to become a highly attractive person. You may be familiar with the law of attraction. It says success is not something you pursue. It is something you attract by becoming the person you really want others to engage with, relate with, and grow with. Amongst the things that you will have come to appreciate right now, even when you attempted to quit being an entrepreneur and go back into a corporate environment, you will know that wages and salaries make you a living. Profits, on the other hand, make you a fortune. Therefore, it makes good sense for you to pursue the development of a highly profitable business. Indeed, some people start their businesses as a side hustle. But for you, you have already made a decision to make this your core of your future. So keep on keeping on because you're destined for greatness. It is worth noting that your income is directly related to your philosophy, the paradigm you have around what's happening in and around you, not the economy. So often, people hope for the economy to change, when in fact, what they need to be able to shift is their thought process. I challenge you, therefore, to revise and rescript the way you see your industry, your sector, even what it is you get from Total as an entity. Because your business is bound to grow dependent on your philosophy. There is value in looking at business people who have really charted the path and shown us that success is possible. There are about 10 key philosophical approaches that Oprah Winfrey has that I thought it would be good for me to share with you as you prepare for what is coming ahead. One, you gotta be able to master your own craft. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you've started working on, make it that you are the best in it. Find a way in which you are able to serve others. You will be guaranteed of repeat business. Take responsibility for the growth of your business. And indeed, if it is to be that you're out there solving problems, you're bound to have your business going from strength to strength, from good to great, and even greater. But always do what is right. When you do the right thing, you never have to worry about the hawks following after you. You don't have to worry about any form of law and order pursuing you. Make it a point that ethical business is your way of doing business. Taking the input further, I'd like for you to contemplate this, that when you listen to the universe, things around you, you will notice that there are going to be some situations where your gut feel tells you you've got to pursue this dream. And other times you will feel something inside of you that says, slow down. When that comes, listen to it. If anything, become the best version of yourself in 2022. In the remaining 3 months of the year, you can make a significant difference. Indeed, as you are listening to me now, there are exactly 90 days left and the year is over. In that period, I want to suggest that you surround yourself with people who are great and they're seeking to bring greatness out of you as well as they show their own greatness. Find your true passion. It will take you to places that will significantly impact other lives. More importantly, it will not be like work for you. Use your gifts in order to illuminate the darkness that is there. Your gifting was given for you so that it should open pathways and bring you to royalty. And you've already begun to experience that. But also, as you do all of this, I want to challenge you to have some fun. Reading through commentary that was there in the preparation for this particular engagement with you, I began to notice that there may very well be among you people who are feeling discouraged right now. I like what Tyler Perry has been able to say, and he stated this when he was just a millionaire. He's now a billionaire. He says, it doesn't matter if 1 million people tell you what you cannot do, or if 10 million people tell you no. If you get one yes from your creator, that's all you need, because that's where you will get the power to propel you when the chips are down and everybody is working against you. When things are working against you, look up and look within. There is the power in you. Taking Tyler Perry's advice a little bit further, I want to suggest that as you look into your business, learn to focus one thing at a time. Human beings are hardwired to do one thing with excellence at a time. Therefore, I want to encourage you to not spread yourself too thinly. Focus on the niche you've already identified. Never stop believing. Tyler Perry has got this mantra written as you enter into his Tyler Perry studios. And it says it's a place where even dreams believe. Imagine that. Your dreams believe you have what it takes to bring the success. Challenge the thinking in the sector. Challenge the thinking of your peers. Own your show instead of gathering things as others say they need to be. And more importantly, love working. Go that extra mile. The difference between successful people and the unsuccessful people is that the successful people pursue what they have set out as their goal, and you can make it work if you work on your goal and love it. Taking this discussion a little bit further, I'd like for you to be able to consider how you can become the best version of yourself. Zechariah, a Hebrew writer, speaks to the fact that you should never despise small beginnings. Your business may be small right now, but it has the seeds of greatness right in it. Pursue it as a student of life who is determined to make a difference. Have faith in your business going forward. Have faith in your creator giving you all you need, because every vision goes further when it is aligned with provision. Finally, I'd like for you to be able to consider this, how you can become a point of light for those who may be in the darkness. Tyler Perry tells the story of the blind man who used to be at the intersection leading towards the school, and he did not realize initially that the person was blind. But when he got there to the intersection, he heard this man saying, "Would somebody help me cross the road?" And no one was willing to do that. Tyler, as a young kid, chose to support the old man. And every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every school day, he would be there to provide guidance to the blind man. Proposition is, you are what it takes. You have what it takes. Make it work, not just for you. Be the point of light for somebody who wants to cross the street right this moment. This is the intro. I hope it has helped to grab your attention and make you want to take your business forward. May it work, and may you work for your success and the success of your customers and everybody who's a key stakeholder in your world.